to talk about my very first experience with the guy. That's right, you heard of the guy. I am a bisexual man, in case you guys didn't know. So, like I said, in today's video, I'm going to highlight all of those details and tell you exactly how it happened. So, here we go. Okay, so fun fact, guys. I actually didn't start it. Lord, my words are all over the place. So, I actually didn't start having sexual intercourse. Actually, I didn't start liking guys at all until I was about 17. So I was in the ninth grade when I started liking guys. And it was just kind of weird because I didn't have any clear-cut reasons to like guys because I had all of the girls growing up. You know, like even in middle school, I've always had like the cutest girls. So there was like no reason for me to actually start liking guys. But to go deeper into the story, so this is actually when I found out I was actually sexually attracted to guys. So I played football in middle school and high school. So in this particular incident, this is the very first sexual encounter I had ever had with a guy. And it was a guy on the football team. Yeah, football team. So we had just finished practice and I was taking a shower. And at about this time, there was really only about 3 of us in the locker room at this time. At least, yeah, it was 3 of us in the locker room at this time. So when I came out, I realized there was this other guy, which I will not name. Yeah, I think y'all slick. He was still there. So I'm like, okay, cool, you know, but I'm getting ready, you know, I got my clothes, I pull my bag out of the locker and, you know, I'm trying off. He gets out and then he starts talking to me. Well, that's not out of the ordinary. We play football together. We talked plenty of times. So I was just like, whatever. So we're talking and then as I'm getting ready to put my briefs on, I noticed, you know, him doing a little things that were extra to me, like things that I didn't normally see. So like he would walk by and, you know, kind of tap me on the ass or whatever. That was just kind of weird. But I was just like, okay, but in this moment, like I'm looking at this guy, and I'm like, fuck, he look hella good. And I'm thinking like this, like literally, I'm thinking like this, like, fuck, this guy looks good as shit. So, fast forward, he puts on his briefs and he walks over there to where I was. By this time, my briefs is on already as well. So he walks over there and he's like, what are you doing after this? And I'm like, going home, take a shower, because you know we got school the next day. So he then, this is where it gets crazy. So he then says, man, you know, damn, what was it that he said? I always tell the story, so I should remember. Oh, no, so he asked me, he was like, do you always stay late? And I'm thinking to myself, like, why would you be asking me that? Like, fuck no, I don't want to be the last one out of the locker room. So then, like, out of nowhere, like, he comes over there, sits by me, said he was waiting on his mom to come pick him up, and I was like, cool, you know. I was waiting too. So, long story short, like, he starts feeling on my thigh. And I'm like, fuck. I you know, my mind is racing, because I'm like, shit, you know, I'm thinking this dude fine as fuck. And, you know, I'm obviously not mad, but I'm like, fuck. What if this is just one of those moments where he's just trying to see if I'm going to bite the bait? So I really did not know what the fuck to do. Excuse my language, but I did not know what to do. So, you know, I'm kind of like panicking. Like, I'm just sitting here at this point. So then, like, he starts touching on my, you know, my penis. You know what I'm saying? So, at this point, my mind blown. You know what I'm saying? Like, you touching down there, like, and I'm already having these thoughts in my mind. I'm like, fuck it. If he want me to bite the bait, I'm just probably gonna bite it. So then he like reaches in my pants and then kind of like just starts playing with, you know, my dick or whatever. And I'm like, whoa, you know, like, fuck, what am I getting myself into? But at this point, I'm like, my dick gonna rock hard, you know what I'm saying? So hell, I'm not ready to bit the bait, you know what I'm saying? So, like, my dick is like gonna rock hard at this point. So, then this dude gets on his knees and like just starts sucking the soul out of me. And I'm like, fuck, like what in the fuck is going on? This has never happened to me. But I like that. I love this shit right now. Like this is what I've been missing. Like, fuck. Now, like I said, I've had previous girlfriends. I've had plenty of them, and I'm not gonna lie. This dude gave me the best head I had ever had at that moment, man or woman. You know, this is the first man, of course. But out of every girlfriend I had, like he just blew them motherfuckers out the park. I'm like, fuck, this shit too goddamn good. So from that point, it was like we finished. That's all we did. Like we didn't actually have sex, but after that, it was just like we found ourselves staying late for practice all the time, and we would do stuff like that. So we didn't actually have sex until the last day of school, and we knew that at this point we had a system. We knew when the entire football team was there. We knew when everybody had gone for the night. We knew that. So last day of school, and actually we didn't even have practice that day, but the locker room was always open. Oh, excuse me, y'all. So the locker room was always open. So I'll never forget this part. We were like just panicking this like a motherfucker because we knew what we were about to do, but we were afraid. We were too afraid of getting caught, and you know, I was just like, fuck, I can't afford to get caught. Like, don't nobody know about me. Secondly, don't nobody fucking know about me, and this is not just something that you want people talking about. So we were like, for the first 20 minutes, we were just like debating if we were gonna do it. Because, like I said, we were at school. A lot could happen if we were to get caught. So after that 20 minutes or so, keep in mind, I had never had sex with a guy at this point. Only thing I had done up until that point was oral sex. So after contemplating on if we were doing this or not, he of course gave me head or not, and I, did some things to him, and then from there we had sex with a condom. Always remember, guys, safe sex is the best sex. Not saying there's anything wrong with having condomless sex, but yeah, try to wear a condom. So in my mind at this point, in this very moment, I'm like, fuck, this is what I'm really doing this right now. Like I'm really fucking a guy right now. Like this is weird. Like all the girls I've had were beautiful, and I hadn't had any prior thoughts about men, but I'm like, fuck, in this moment I'm having sex with a guy. So much about myself is that question now. Like I don't know what's going on. I don't know, but I can tell you one thing. I like this. Like this, it was so good. So I'm like, fuck. So after that day, it became a little awkward for the simple fact that we were doing something and we didn't want people to know or find out. So we didn't talk as much until like after school. So then he started coming around, and I had made a previous video on my YouTube about the ex, so you can kind of reference this one with that one. And you know, start coming around. We start having sex a lot more. Unfortunately for us, it didn't really last long. But at this point, I'm already at the point of strongly liking guys physically, and that's actually when he was actually the first guy I started dating. So, you know, that was my first everything, first kiss, first sex partner, all of that, as far as men goes. So I say all that to say this: like my first sexual encounter was really good. I was surprised as fuck because again, this is nothing that I thought in a million years I'd be doing. I didn't think I'd be physically any, you know, emotionally attracted to guys. I mean, that's not normal. You know what I mean? Well, I'm not gonna say it's not normal, but growing up, that was something that was frowned upon. So I didn't think that it would actually be me. But fast forward to today, I still like men. I still like women, of course. I'm a bisexual guy. And life is good. So that was just my, you know, story on the very first sexual encounter I came across in finally becoming the man that I am now. So I was just giving you guys highlights on how that was. Sorry if it's a little too graphic for you guys. Sorry if it's just not something that you guys really just wanted to hear. But that's just me being honest and open with you guys. It was a very surprising experience. But overall, I loved it. And hell, that's why I'm at this point where I'm at today. So, so again, thank you guys. If you're new to my channel, please click the red button below and subscribe to my channel today. If you're returning, again, I cannot thank you enough for the continued support that you have shown. Please click, you know, share, and make sure you get the word out about my channel. Again, I stress this in every video that I make. It's not about the amount of subscribers. It's not about the views. If I can tell my story to 5 people and they're in love with it, then that works for me. So